beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Let's go! Shot, 17. Ready.
2 and a throw right away. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
A legacy player in the NFL, Cedric Wilson, 602 yards last season. Nearly beat his father's best season when he played in the league. The Miami Dolphins, they're betting that Wilson can surpass not only his dad, but become a big-time player in their revamped passing game. Nice catch there for a first down.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. 37-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. It's complete to Cook. Down inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? Now they send a man in motion right. Hines. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Allen going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. The Dolphins are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They run with Mostert off the option. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
52 plastic.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Even after 3 seasons in the league, you can sense that there's room for a huge breakout by Ed Oliver. He has the potential to decimate the line of scrimmage and get to the quarterback from the interior.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lot. Man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Tua now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
From the 45 on second down, Allen, he rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique, his ability to see the court.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's got room. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, he had the right idea, but there was no one open downfield, so he climbed the pocket and took off. But what a nice job by the defense to stop him short of the first down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second and a couple. Tua. Wilson's got it complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. On the out route, he's got Mostert. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A final shot before half for Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Allen now on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The kick by Bass is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Down.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that. And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. On 2nd and 12, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. A give left side to Cook. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some room to work. The 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Dolphins 6. Tyler Bass for the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Drop. 17. 6. 7.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready. Heel flat. And cycle. Set.
Tua on fourth down. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Tua now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Being chased out left. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. to the air. Allen uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this is Cook with a grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Dancing to his left. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Down.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Tagovailoa. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. Check you. Classic 6. Play 3. You kill it.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
56, 56. Alert!
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And Diggs has it. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bills are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the double.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yeah, absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
and they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with. Self-calm.
Incomplete. Brandon Jones on the coverage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Bills.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Half 85, half 85.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game.